I am sharing a lot of my own struggles with my own dancing and my body. I want to have the strength to just execute things correctly. That was probably the worst mistake I've made on Pointe before. Hi everyone, welcome to part 3 of Back on Pointe. It is now December, which means that in almost all my ballet classes, there's a lot of Christmas and Nutcracker music playing, and it has been really fun and festive. So I have a Pointe class later tonight, and one feedback that I've been getting in my Pointe class that I've been thinking about for a long time is that I tend to sickle now in my Pointe shoes. What that really means is that, let's say, so I didn't do a very good job explaining this the first time around, so I'm going to try this again. So when you're wearing Pointe shoes, you definitely want your first toe to bear more weight than the other toes. That means that if the big toe was here in the shoe, you would lean slightly in that direction. And a really bad thing that sometimes happens is that people put a lot of weight in the back of their toes, so it leans the opposite way. For me, I am definitely in the group of leaning the wrong way, and I know that I'm doing this because my second toe is longer and it's touching the bottom of the box more, so I'm kind of leaning on my second toe, which is making me lean more backwards than forward. I do have a toe cap, but I honestly haven't been using it because I don't really like that there's fabric underneath my toes. Plus, my second toe is still longer than my first toe, even with the toe cap on. So I thought about creating kind of a toe spacer to elongate my toe. So I'm gonna create a toe spacer in between the first and second toe, and it'll be shaped like a J or an L, and it will elongate just the first toe just a little bit. I have some really old silicone putty, and these are just rubbery things essentially that I used to use to create my toe pads, and I will show you how it works. So there are two parts to the silicone putty, and what I'm gonna do is just get a little bit of the purple, like that much, and then I'm gonna grab a little bit of the white. So what you have to do is just kind of mix them. So when you're done kind of mixing them around, they will start to slowly harden, and during that time is when you need to start creating and shaping your toe pad. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting the putty in between my first and second toe, so I have a little toe spacer, and I am putting a little bit of putty on the tip of my big toe so I would extend it just a little bit longer. I am not really sure if this is going to be successful. I am going to experiment with this toe lengthener today and see how that goes.
Now, that's better. Yeah. Was that harder to do?
No, I think it was a little easier. Not tough.
To make sure you don't get into this, getting up and over. So you want to turn this here into that, pushing the heel forward. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. So stay up there. Yes, and then go into it. Yeah, and come down. Yes. Woo.
So I used those toe spacers that I made in a Pointe class just now, and that was so painful. That was probably the worst mistake I've made on Pointe. I am so glad it is over. My big toes are screaming at this point. So the focus of the past 2 weeks or so has been getting stronger. I want to have the strength to just execute things correctly and feel like I am in control of my body again. And though I'm not really where I would like to be, I am progressing towards in that direction, and that makes me really happy.
Okay, keep your underside body lifted. You're breathing still. Now go ahead and bend. And when you bend, yes, there's the rotation. Don't sickle. Good. Keep them now in this position. Hold on, don't bend too much. Try to get your knee back. Okay. Get your knee more towards the door. Ooh. Oh my God. Are you okay? Yeah. So that's what we're trying to get out. We're trying to get right into that muscle that most people don't use.
Yeah.
Now, when you're bending, you're keeping your foot back here instead of bringing it in front and the knee back.
Yeah.
Yes! Ooh la la, good. Keep your foot, don't let it wiggle. Bend, there. See that? Now you want to keep that. That's good. You're totally out of your flexor. Keep that back muscle, good. The knees coming back towards the door. Now go ahead and straighten it. It doesn't need to go any further forward. Yeah. There. Excellent. Good. Stretch and come back.
I am really sore from yesterday's private lesson, so I'm gonna roll out this morning so that I don't encounter any problems in the coming week. I highly recommend that if you feel any tightness is to roll out as soon as possible, because it will stay if you do nothing about it, and it will probably bother you in the future. So best to just deal with it the moment it comes up. So I like to start usually with a foam roller, because that's kind of the largest surface area, and that is nice to start off with because there's not that much pressure that's put on your body. And then I can start using this ball or this ball. This is a little large, so the pressure on this ball feels really similar to the foam roller. So I usually don't go for this size. I usually do foam roller and then this ball, and then if I'm really feeling wild, this ball at the very end. And then if I have time, this is like a peanut shaped ball, and that really is good for releasing my back muscles. But because I'm a little tired and just not feeling it today, I'm probably just gonna go in with my foam roller and then straight to this ball after that. I just took my first bath as an adult. When I was soaking in that warm water, I just felt like instant noodles, soaking until perfection. Right now, my muscles are super relaxed. I feel great. I think that I can probably do a really good stretch session right now if I really wanted to, but I'm gonna take it easy for now. I feel like I've been really hard on my body for the past 2 months or so, so I think it's best that I just give it some rest time. So let's get back to why I decided to pick up the camera right now and talk to you all. It was a little bit hard for me to decide to start putting up these type of vlogs, because now instead of seeing me as Tuan, your ballet teacher, you are all seeing me as Tuan, the ballet student. I am sharing a lot of my own struggles with my own dancing and my body, and the progress that it takes to actually just get better in ballet. Seeing that there are people watching the videos, liking the videos, and even going so far as to support me on Patreon has been a huge boost of confidence that I really needed. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone, and I just wanted to give all the Patreon folks a special shout out. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate you all engaging with me. Anyways, I think that is enough blabbing for now. I will end the vlog there, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone. I hope you will all be safe, comfortable, and relaxed this holiday season. I will see you all soon. Bye. And if any of you out there are avid bath takers, I need to know, how long should I be soaking in a bath for? How much soap should I be using in the bath? How much water should I fill up the bathtub in? And lastly, is bathing bad for my eczema? So yeah, 4 questions. If any of you guys know the answer, I would really appreciate it.